Hello, guys, welcome back to the chaos of the everyday. I find it rather dull to simply throw away a vacuum cleaner when it starts making a noise. When my vacuum cleaner started dying, I decided to give it a decent final farewell to kilograms of potassium nitrate and sugar filled it nicely. I turned it on and dropped a ground spinner from my fireworks collection into the suction end. I never realized all the airflow would create such a bang. It blew about 4 meters in the air. The banana got cremated. This image was just before my Maori neighbor in the background leaped to one side. He always asked me to call him to watch when I said farewell to one of my appliances. Male, 59. 9/10 shoe size. Can anyone help me figure out where on earth this character came from? Not only me, but 800 of my students are dying to know. I'm an elementary art teacher, and one day I went to empty a box of wooden blocks, and this delightful, startling face was staring back at me. It is a hard piece of plastic, and the image feels like a thicker piece of paper, like a magazine, and has been cut out from a razor. Nothing on the back, no words, no other characters. Just this volcano-looking face, no banana, size 9 shoe, and extra green olives on my pizza, please. Posted earlier about feeding birds, and people were more impressed with the weight loss. Thought I'd share some pictures. I don't recommend this diet. It just makes your life even more dull. But then, maybe you will all enjoy it. Shirt bought 3s when I was 6 to 7s old. As a goal, and I made it. Sitting watches the missus eat a steak dinner with all the accompaniments while I have a salad. Feeling frustrated, still a 12, 13s, 30 years old, feeling 60 in body, but 16 in mind. Just realized Cat's been eating the soft stuff in one of my slippers, and I understand now the slippers are dodgy, not all the floors in the house. Apologies for the lack of dullness. I tried to contain my excitement for the photo. The social media team at Lindahl's UK saw my post about their yogurts last week. They wanted to send me a month's supply, along with a notepad and chili bottle that I can now fill with yogurt to glug on the go. Genius. For anyone that thinks being dull doesn't pay, look at me now. King of Kvarg. I have formed a club for dull men in my village. These men walk from bar to bar all day with their hands behind their backs. They have large stomachs. They drink tiny amounts of beer in each bar. I approached them one day and said, I am going to call you Los Patos the Ducks. Rather than being offended, they have adopted the title, as have the local bar owners and waiters. We have breakfasts, lunches, and dinners for Los Patos. No one speaks English. Here we are having a Los Patos breakfast. Hope you will forgive me for a post on the Dull Men's Club, but thought the dull men, particularly those from north of the border, would like to ponder on a certain item on this menu list from one of our local takeaways. We are only 20 minutes south of said border, and the certain item is regularly bought and consumed round here. More years than I care to mention, and I'll keep my shoe size to myself. I get the train to work each day, and I live at the start of the line. As I'm a dull man, my worst nightmare is seeing someone I know, including those I know very well who could even be a good friend, on the train. The problem here is that I am stuck with them for 45 minutes, talking about dull topics which I have less and less interest in the duller I get. Further to this, there are people who seem to want to make train buddies, and I want no part of it. Thankfully, I have discovered this seat. It is perfect for warding off train buddies, and even better, if I see someone I know, they are unable to sit near me in order to talk. Instead, I drink my coffee and do maths. Not related to my job at all. 44, non-conversation starter, the gray man at a party. Hello, Dull Club. Would like to draw your attention to this awful construction outside my mate's neighbor's house. I am taking bets on how long it will last before the council order its destruction. 26, 6 feet 4, size 11, dumbfounded that anyone thought this was acceptable. I went to see Peter Kay on Saturday night at the Otarina in that there. London with my other half far from dull, I know. Being a northerner myself as well as my mum's side of the family being Lancastrian, I can relate to many of his witty quips. But I was wondering if southerners get the same enjoyment out of our Peter. We played a game whilst enjoying a drink before entering the main arena. It was guess the northerner, southerner. We came to the conclusion that it was quite an even split. One of the most obvious ways of telling the difference was southerners still had their big coats on. Female, size 6 shoe, always takes her big coat off inside in order to feel the benefit on going back out.